going to ask you to, okay, I'll still go ahead and do that, even though she had told you to close your eyes. So I'll still go ahead and ask you to do that. So, but before that, if you've ever been or attended an event where I had the opportunity of speaking or being a speaker, you probably would have heard me describe myself as a teacher. Because above everything else that I do, first and foremost, I consider myself a teacher. And you know what teachers do? They get you to do stuff, activities in class, all geared towards your development and the desired or required result at the end of the day. And so, you don't need to stand up, but just close your eyes. This is the second time you'll be closing your eyes today. So, but really, close your eyes. You know how you close your eyes and you dream? So let's assume that you went to bed and you dreamt, you had this wonderful dream about all the things you can do when there are no barriers or limitations. You don't have anything stopping you. So you wake up and you just dress up, go out there and achieve everything you've been dreaming about. Nothing is stopping you. So, picture a world where the impossible becomes possible, where dreams are not chased but caught, where barriers are shattered and limitations are merely stepping stones to greatness. Now you can open your eyes. This is a world we can create when we break free from limiting beliefs. Allow me to share a personal story that shaped my journey. As a child, I was incredibly expressive, always eager to share my thoughts and ideas with anyone. In Nigeria, such a child is advised to read what in school? Law. Yes, I know I'm not alone on that table. But I would read voraciously and engage in lively conversations about anything and everything. But one day, my mother uttered words that would echo in my mind for years to come. She said, "Women should be seen and not heard. Women should be seen and not heard." Even though I understand where she was coming from, those words remained ingrained in my psyche, molding perceptions and stifling my voice. This turned me into a timid and emotional young woman who would literally burst into tears when confronted. Because usually, if there is a conversation, I have something to say. But now, something rings behind my head. Women should be seen and not heard. And in the state of confusion of not knowing what to do, my reflex or survival mechanism, which I could not find, I would just burst into tears. This went on well into the first year of my marriage. By next month, I'll be 15 years married. So this went on. One day, we were going to have breakfast. When I got married, my brother lived with us. So we're going to have akara and pap for breakfast. And my brother went to get akara and pap. I was hungry. It was taking so long. So I called him on the phone and I asked him, "Guy, what's going on? Where is the akara and pap?" And he retorted, I will be there soon now. Why are you, harassing me and all of that?" So I got angry and went to report to my husband. And while reporting to him, I started crying. At that point, I knew that if I don't do something about this thing, it's going to get out of hand. So, how did I go from being an expressive child to becoming a timid young woman? But life has a funny way of directing us back to our true selves. I discovered my passion for hospitality, an industry built upon the very essence of interaction and communication. In the hospitality industry, every interaction is an opportunity to create moments of joy, to connect with others on a deeply human level. It was here that I found my voice again. Amid the hustle and bustle of hotel lobbies and the warmth of welcoming smiles, I realized that my passion for hospitality was not just a career choice, but a calling, a chance for me to break free from the barriers, of societal expectations and find my true self. And I did that in the hospitality industry. So, how do you break free from limiting beliefs? How do you unleash the untapped potential that lies hidden within you? The answer lies in embracing discomfort, in pushing past the boundaries of fear and doubt. It requires courage, resilience, and a willingness to confront that voice that whispers in your ear. You can't confront that voice. But how do you grow these qualities in order to confront these? I'll share with you 3 strategies that I used. The first one is that you must be courageous. You can develop a lot of virtues, a lot of skills, and a lot of strategies, but without courage, you can't move forward. You always need courage to move you from one point to the other. Have you ever seen people that they have potential and you begin to ask yourself, what's happening? And when you speak to them, you discover that they just need a push. They've not been able to to gather enough courage to move them from one point, from where they are to the next point. So we grow courage by taking small, intentional steps out of our comfort zone. It doesn't matter what barriers are that are limiting you right now. The first thing you need to do is to gather that courage to move you to the next level. For me, it was reclaiming my voice in the world of hospitality, where every interaction became an opportunity for me to defy the expectation and the barriers that had been put in front of me. Second, you need to be resilient. You need to be resilient. So we cultivate resilience by reframing setbacks as opportunities to grow. You have setbacks, but you need to change the story. You need to reframe it from what it is. As a service designer, we advised when you get a brief from a client, make sure you sit with the client, reframe that brief, ask a lot of what ifs, and be sure that what the person is saying is exactly what they want done. There are times that a client will explain something to you, but it really isn't. If you take it how he or she has said it, you may not get it, right when you're creating those solutions. So you need to reframe setbacks and as opportunities to grow. The third one is that you have to be willing. As someone who has had the opportunity of interviewing a lot of young persons, I will tell you that one of the primary problems we have around the issue of employability, or the fact that people are not employable, is because of the lack of the willingness to learn. Somebody mentioned earlier, volunteer for experience. We've gone beyond the age or the era where they say we want somebody of 25 years with 40 years of experience. These days, I don't even look for experience when recruiting for hospitality, because people come with different bad behavior. They learn different things from different places and bring them to you. If you're not careful, they spoil your entire system. So, you must nurture a willingness to confront your inner demons by cultivating self-awareness. A lot of persons seated here now, beyond their name, what's your name? Justina Ovat. Okay, then who are you? They cannot tell you who they are, because like someone else had said, they haven't been able to discover their purpose yet. Why are you in this world? So you need to cultivate self-awareness and then practice self-compassion. Some persons are too hard on themselves. You have failed, you've made mistakes. Please try your best. Take that first intentional small step and give yourself the benefit of doubt. If we ask everybody here now to come put a basket here, come and put your failures and your challenges inside that basket, and don't pick your own, pick another person's own, it will become the case of the devil saying the blood of Jesus. Because you will see setbacks, you will see challenges that your own is learning work, as your setbacks are learning work where other people's own are. If I mention my own, you imagine how it is that these guys invited me to be here today. So, it's about recognizing the limiting beliefs that hold us back and rewriting the narratives of our lives. Those are the 3 strategies that I used. I found courage, I became resilient, and I'm always willing to learn till this moment. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I stand before you today, I challenge you all to dare greatly, dream boldly, and then, of course, break free from the shackles of limiting beliefs. It doesn't matter what that belief is. Try, find a way, take one step at a time, one day at a time. For it is only when we embrace the boundless potential that resides within us that we can have the opportunity to unleash ourselves upon the world. And trust me, the world is waiting. Thank you very much.